Good morning everybody and happy Tuesday. So this morning I'm making a hamper for a lady. Let me just turn this down a bit so you can see a little bit better. I'm doing this for a lady. She just wants a mixture of a bit of self-care and a little bit of treat. So I've already put my tissue paper in at the bottom. She did say her favourite colour is pink. So obviously I went for a pink shredded paper. And then we'll start with the treat. A little bottle of Prosecco. And then we've got a lovely Galaxy bar. This is a cherry blossom bath bomb. It's really pretty, that, actually, to be fair. We have an instant Galaxy hot chocolate. We have a candle. We have homemade soap. Then I have a flannel. So what I do with these, I literally just roll them. If you roll them, and then you can just pop them in, and then they're good to go. A face mask and some hand cream. So pop them in there. So today I'm using shrink wrap. So I will shrink wrap this up. Just got to sort of do a bit of a rough measure of how much I will roughly need. And as it's shrinking, it doesn't really matter because it will, it goes round anyway because it shrinks it, so it's all good. Just, it's, can be quite awkward to work with shrink wrap. The amount of times I have restarted again, which I'm going to do with this one, because that's really sort of gone quite up. So let's start again. I think that should be enough. Hopefully it will be enough. I always find shrink wrap can be quite tough to work with sometimes. If you keep it sort of all good, it's normally absolutely fine. So while it's good, just move this back so you can see what I'm doing. Right, so what I tend to do as well is try and hook it underneath the basket so that when you've got the heat gun on it, it sort of like pushes it underneath and it does make it a bit tighter. So that's all on. So then what I do is I get my lovely heat gun and you just go around. It's always a bit difficult when you've got chocolate in there. Because obviously you want to make sure that you're not going to melt the chocolate. Especially when it comes to doing the top. And you do have to do the top on these, so I just go over. And then that basically sticks it all down, so it's a bit easier to deal with. So then I get some ribbon do it from this side, it'll be a bit easier. And I just pop it underneath. Sometimes it can be a bit tricky of trying to make sure you've got it in the middle. You've got it right. I normally bring it up so far, to be fair. And I think, actually, yeah. So chop from there. And then I just make a little bow. I don't want to lift it up because I don't want it to fall about inside, because obviously the chocolate that could move. Well, let's try it. Let's do it this way. There we go. And then there's the hamper. So that's already made. So simple to do as well. As I say, I've been learning as I've been going along. There's different ones. Sometimes I just use the cellophane. So I will bring it up and then I will put a bow around it. So there will be some of them hampers I will be doing quite soon, to be fair. So yeah, so I kind of use shrink wrap on a lot, because that's also a good way if you want to, depends on your basket as well. Some of the time, if you've got like bottles of wine, you can literally shrink wrap it, then you can put them into a deeper box. So when you shrink wrap it, you can actually stand them up to display them as well, which I found was actually quite good. So yeah, so I'm quite pleased. I will send her a picture. I always like to send a picture first. Make sure everybody's happy, make sure everything's in there that they like. We have discussed, but just so she can see fully. Yeah, and this is just for herself, and why not? So this is being picked up, I think it's tomorrow or Thursday she's going to come and pick it up. But it's already done, already ready to go. I hope you all have a lovely day, guys, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.